biggest months ever since Super Bowl 54 took place downstate in Miami, and the world has certainly changed an awful lot in that time. But tonight, for a few hours, we bring the focus back to the greatest spectacle the sporting world has to offer. Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and what a matchup we have in store. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. As it will be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, and for the Dolphins, CD, what a last 12 months it has been. You know, this was a team that lost their first 4 games of 2019 by into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
First down pass. Intercepted.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Out and incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And that was
all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
Jason Myers for the
So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means...
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a two-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for two now while their heads are down.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play.
It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They got 29. Now it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Back to throw now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Touchdown.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
At their own 32-yard.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. And right away, he'll look to throw. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe
a lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 20.
Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. 47 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Throw left side complete. It's Lewis. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 7. second and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 22-yard line.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14, Dolphins 6.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5.
That's another Seahawks.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Dolphins 6. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
This is Jakeem Grant. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Return.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going for the deep ball. That's caught at the 25.
Oh,
and
my
all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 69 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Is no good. That keeps
So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
They got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Rashad Penny.
Oh, good-looking return set up here.
Take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Second and 10, it's Wilson again. Going left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he floated one out there, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And what is going on here? I've got third down. Screen shows third. And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. And that'll be incomplete. But remember, crazy situation here you don't see often. Not fourth down yet, so they will keep possession. A lot of confusion, especially in the crowd right now. A lot of folks thinking it's a turnover on downs, but it's not. It's just an incomplete pass. That was third down. Now it's fourth down. too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Miami set to take over. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled. Hey, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Into heavy traffic. Jones hit and the ball's out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turn. Turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT.
The Dolphins.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back at, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to look deep down the field. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Tyler Lockett.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Here's Wilson to throw. Shakes off the sack. Escaping the pressure right. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunate. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have.
Onside kick is recovered.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half.
Seahawks 20.
Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10. at their own 36-yard line.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the...
Now they try a lateral, but it doesn't work. It's a loose ball.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by
And
the
that's
receiving
what
team.
friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big moment.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked